I'm back. Hey, and I can hear my washing machine running upstairs. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, making a video today to show you what markers look like after they've been sitting around for a couple of years. I know sometimes people are concerned about if they don't use their markers, will they still work? If you want to buy some markers on eBay and you're concerned that the person has already like dried them out, you don't know if you're going to work still, whatever. My markers have been sitting in the bag for about 2 years. Actually a little bit more than 2 years for the most part, because I really haven't made much of anything since before I got pregnant. And my son is almost 2.5. I have a huge bag of markers. I'm going to move my camera, which is probably not a smart choice, but I'm going to move it so you can see. These are just some markers I threw out already. These are my E's, and here is my bag of Copics. Right, I have a bunch of E refills, a bunch of the red and the gray refills, and then a lot of colors. Okay, so I am planning to take a piece of this Express It blending card and swatch out some of my markers on camera. I'm not going to do all of them because you see I have a bunch of markers, but I'm going to swatch out a couple of them on camera just so you can see if I have any dry markers that, you know, will easily show, or if some just look like they're fine and then color awful. You can see that too. And I probably will not actually do a video to refill Copics because 9 million people have a video just like that on YouTube. So here we go. Move this out of the way. And I'm so sorry, my camera mount is super bouncy and I'm on a really inexpensive table. I got this table at Aldi. It's very long. It's great for a barbecue, but it's not super expensive. All right, this first one out the box is E00. Now, I'm looking for the camera. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Bad light. I'm in my downstairs. Focus. It focused on everything but the tip of the marker. Let's see. And still nope. Nope. Okay, whatever. This marker looks pretty good to me. Let's see. It looks pretty good, but it sounds dry. And now that I've put that little piece on there, what you can't see, oh, there we go, is that it looks dry right there. Now that I've actually put it on paper. So definitely have to redo that one. And this is actually the same marker, another E00. This one is dry. I don't even need to do this one. And you can see how much worse this one came out. Super dry. Next guy here is an E23. And he actually looks pretty good. Doesn't look like the tip turned white, any of that. So I'll put him on the other side. This is an E27. I use this marker a lot. He looks pretty good. Seems fairly juicy. So he'll go on the juicy side. This is an E02. It looks pretty okay. And it colored pretty alright. And the tip doesn't look white, which is great. E49. You know, I was watching somebody's video the other day, and I looked in the comments, and somebody was asking if they should switch their chow markers to sketch markers. If you already bought chow markers, don't switch them. They're refillable. You just have to refill them more often than you have to refill a sketch marker. You can change the nibs out just the same. You can refill them just the same. Don't buy new markers. Oh, yes. You look and sound wonderful. Again, this is after more than 2 years of not even taking my markers out the bag. So, if you close up your Copics right, you should be fine. E27. Let's see. He looks pretty good. Sounds good. Some of these dark ones are hard to tell on the tips if they're dry. Like, you know, this one looks okay. until you use it. You can see it's a little, well, you might not be able to see because I have bad light, but the tip is a little white. But then when you color it, it's really white. Oh, look, that's even worse than it was just a second ago. So, this is a Y32. He looks alright. Yeah, he's okay. It's not a marker I use a lot. I probably don't have a refill for that one at all. Oh, this is one that usually looks white when it's ready to go. This is E000. I know you couldn't see that. Never actually, you might not be able to see that, but I can see that he doesn't look very awesome. Apparently that's just too close in this light for my camera, which is my phone. Okay, so deal. He colors. It doesn't sound squeaky, but I'll probably throw some extra something in this one just to be on the safe side. Where am I? I'm already at 6 minutes. How is this possible? This is E55. Doesn't look bad at the end. Sorry for my bouncy camera. Hopefully YouTube will be able to fix that a little bit. Now they have the anti-shake situation. That looks good. And just in case you didn't know, this took me a really long time before I actually knew this. When you're looking at your sketch markers, if you're ever wondering which side is the brush end, there's this nice little gray strip. Just in case you've never heard that. If you're like new, maybe you haven't watched 10,000 Copic videos like some of the rest of us, you might not actually know that. This guy looks good. This is E41. Don't use them very often. E31. Looks good. Still looks good. I'm going to do like 3 more of these and I'm going to turn this video off and finish doing this off camera. E50. Can't see it. Never focused. Could stand a little extra. It's not bad though. E15. Definitely a marker I use a lot. This looks funny. Now, it's not focusing, but you can see this light piece right in there. This marker looks like it needs some work. Whether it's a new nib or a refill, I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but it definitely needs some work. It's blending pretty good with itself, and the nib didn't turn totally white on me. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with that guy, because I use that marker a lot. I use this one a lot too. It's E17. Looks pretty good. So basically, close your markers up right. You don't really have to worry about them not working, okay? Just because you're not working, like me. Hopefully, getting back into coloring won't be a big deal. Won't be very hard to remember how to blend and all that kind of stuff, because I have a card I'm planning to make for somebody right now. My son, I'm going to try to put a little clip. My son was in a fashion show the other day, and I want to make a card for the lady who runs the store who had the show. And then I have some other stuff that I just want to make, because it's been a really long time since I got to just sit down and color and enjoy myself like that. So I'm going to try. He's in school now, so maybe I'll be able to get my life together a little bit. Alright. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. Like I said, I'm going to finish swatching these out, and I'll try to come back and show you how many of my markers I feel like really need to be refilled. Alright, thanks. Just finished doing my E's, like the whole set of E's, and this thing, you can barely see, this was awful. But for the most part, almost every other one that I had came out looking really good. This is the set that I pulled out that I said I need to go ahead and refill. And there's 2, 4, 6, 7 markers here. One of them doesn't actually need a refill. I think it's this one, this E33. This marker is one of the very first ones I got when I first started coloring almost, oh gosh, about almost 10 years ago. Not quite 10 years ago. Okay, so I've had this marker, let's say for 9 years. Okay, the problem with this marker is this nib. It's been refilled a bunch of times. Now I'm being silly here because I'm trying to do this one-handed, but can you see how this nib is like totally bent and out of place? That's the problem I have with this one. It has a little piece hanging off the end, which makes it hard to get into like tight spaces because that little piece. Focus. Thank you, darling. You're focusing on the paper, though, not what I want you to focus on. Let me go down here where there's nothing but this. All right, now you can see it really well. That little piece that's hanging off the end there, that causes me so many problems when I'm trying to color something that's really small, because that little piece will flip and flop and get in all the places it's not supposed to. Plus, this nib is just totally bent. I mean, you see it's curved no matter how you look at it. So this one, I really just need to replace the nib. It colors fine. All right, going back to it. See ya. Actually, super dry marker looks like. You see this guy? He looks great. He has all this nice color. He's saturated looking at the end. Psych. Look at this. This is how he colors. Nothing is coming out of here. This is a dry marker. All right, back to work. Here I was just talking away to you all and realized that my camera was on photo and not video. So here I go again. I finished. This is all of my markers. And of these, I had those 7 E's that need some work. And then only 4 more of them actually need some assistance. And of these 4, I have a refill already for 3 of them. And looking at them, I haven't opened that one. I've used this one, and I've definitely used this one. So these are markers that I was probably using anyway before I quit coloring. This E21, again, this is one of the very first markers I bought. And I said 10 years ago, but thinking about it, it's probably been about 8 years. This E21 is giving me the problems for its entire life. Like, I don't know what it is about that marker. It got something on the nib a long, long time ago. And I've replaced the nib since, but this marker has just never colored right. So I might just replace it. I can't, well, you know what? I might have already replaced it. I might have a sketch marker for that one, but I don't see it right off. Anyway, I might have replaced that one already. I'm not sure, but I don't think I did. I just quit using it. I have 2 of these E00s. Both of them are pretty dry. This one super dry. E50, I have another E50, and that's the one I use. This one, it was dry. I remember this one being dry, which is a shame. It's been over 2 years, and I can remember that this one was actually dry. And E11, I use a lot. So, you know, he has a refill. Like I said, I have, like, a lot of E refills already because that's what I use the most. If you are concerned that your markers will not survive, they will. Just close them up nicely. Make sure the ends are on tight, and you should be straight. Okay? God bless you. Have a good one. Okay, so I forgot. I have some markers that aren't Copics that are in my set. I have a couple of Twin Touch markers and some Marvy Utita markers. And I have some Prismacolor markers and what are these? Pro markers. Also, they're all alcohol ink. Okay, these are some of the other ones. I think most of these are like the Marvy Utita and the Twin Touch, and then these are Prismacolor and Pro markers. Basically, any of them will work as long as you keep them closed. Okay, the alcohol that won't leak out. The colors will stay looking pretty great. They're pretty saturated still. Just make sure you close them, like I said. All right, thanks.